Wow. Okay. LP Toys style Spaceman. Reduced size, but what are they? They're in the style of LP's Spaceman. Here's a standard 54, 56 millimeter painted version. And as you can tell, there's something different about this one. Chest detailings are different, but most notably, his gun's been removed. Or unless I be mistaken, yeah, both of them have had their guns removed. It matches this one here in white, known to be by multiple toy makers. All right, some clarification is due at this point. How do I know these are by multiple toy makers? Because I came across this Space Case set, which featured a reproduction of the Thunderbird 5 space station and dead ringers for these spacemen. Managed to score myself essentially the contents of the set with this lot bundle. The card is a reproduction, but the toy pieces are believed to be the same from that set, meaning that for whatever reason, multiple toy makers appropriated the LP Toys Spaceman design. And it's worth noting that multiple toy makers is exactly that, a consortium of different toy groups bundled under Minor Industries moniker of multiple toy makers. Here are the 12 spacemen that came with the set, and as you can tell, none of them have their weapons, and it's most strikingly noticeable when held up next to copies that do have their weapons intact. I'm not sure if these are by LP or by whom, but you can also see that these multiple toy maker pieces are somewhat cruder made. They're less detailed. As to whether these are the same as those or of the same etymology, I don't know. All that I know is that their guns are missing, and it works into a point that I have about how multiple toy makers remove the weapons from their playset size spacemen in or about 1968 or 1969. Here's standard 52 millimeter multiple toy makers figures on the right bearing the space rifle from 1964, or thereabouts, 63, 64. On the left, the revised version after MPC or multiple toy makers decided to remove the weapons and make some casting changes. And apparently, they also reproduced these downsized LP Toys Spacemen at or about the same time. And that would explain quickly and easily why this one has no weapon. It's been changed. Kind of an interesting sheen to it.
Ash, can you see this?
And there were 7 figures in total from the batch. We got a couple of these, I don't know what that thing's supposed to be, some sort of an atom bomb. And on the right in yellow from the good old Blue Shield Apollo capsule party favors set, the similar pose. And as we can see, these are somewhat larger than that 28 millimeter size, and more in the range of these painted figures and the Golden Astronaut figures. Here's another one where he's got the atom bomb up on his shoulders. Look at that. You can see how the whatever straps those are crossing his chest in that one. They're in a cross. Here they're in a rectangle or a grid in that one. I'm going to presume that says Hong Kong.
Ash, can you see this?
Yeah, there's a Hong Kong, but no maker's mark. And possibly buy multiple Toymakers, who knows. Now I need small figures for these space pieces that I'm working on, specifically these little boxes. There's a couple of the Apollo Blue Shield figures that I painted to go in them, and they fill up quickly. It's one I've been working on for a while with a painted copy of an LP Toys rocket. It's a copy of a giant Spaceman, Apollo Blue Shield figures painted, and I think that alien was from one of the Buck Rogers sets. Lido Toys rocket car without its wheels. It's kind of a nice little composition. It's in a drawer. I'm going to paint the handle to look like a UFO, and we call it art. That's how we roll with it. So, interesting little group. Not LP Toys, something else. Somebody who doesn't like guns on their Spacemen. How about that?